Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be recommending 13 underrated horror films to watch this Halloween season. These are in no particular order. Most of these are going to be on Shudder. I think the first 10 or so are all available on Shudder. This isn't sponsored by Shudder, but that's just the way it worked out. We're going to start with probably the most well known out of these, at least recently. Oddity. Oddity came out last year. It's a supernatural kind of horror mystery, a little bit of a psychological thriller too. There is a great mystery at the center of it, and I think the part that stands out about this movie is the opening. It has a great setup, a lot of fun, spooky stuff, cursed objects, stuff like that. I don't think you can really go wrong with this one. It's a solid watch during the Halloween season. Moving on, we got Deep Red, going all the way back to the 70s here. This is a giallo from the great Dario Argento, probably my favorite movie of his. This is also another mystery, more of a whodunit, murder mystery kind of thing. And I found the final reveal to be very effective, very unexpected, and scary. I thought this was an effectively scary movie. Great soundtrack and scares throughout. I love this movie and I highly recommend it, and it is on Shudder like a lot of these. Next up, we got The Innocents. This one is less of a fun pick. I'd say the first two are kind of fun and spooky. The Innocents is messed up. It's not for the faint of heart. It honestly kind of had me shook a little bit after watching it. It's a Norwegian film. Came out in 2021, and it's about young kids who get superpowers, kind of. It's not exactly how it sounds. I'd say it deals a lot with the way kids maybe don't understand violence. You know, kids can be scary. Kids can be mean and cruel. And this movie really captures that, and in a very unsettling way. Now we got Perfect Blue. People love this one. Another one that's maybe not so underrated, but I don't think it's not considered just like an all-time classic horror. So I recommend it. It's an anime horror film. Came out in 1997, and it's about a pop star and her stalker. And that's kind of as much as I want to say about it. It's terrifying. It really got to me. Beautiful animation, great music. I thought this one was great. I actually might have to rewatch this one myself this month. I'm sure y'all have all heard of the VHS series, but they just came out with a new one a few weeks ago, VHS Halloween. It was good, honestly. It was good. I recommend it. And this is one that's like kind of perfect for Halloween. I mean, it's in the title. It's got 5 different short found footage films throughout. You know, some are better than others, but they all have something worthwhile. It's silly at times, but also very disturbing, surprisingly so. It's a good one. I recommend VHS Halloween, again on Shudder. I think all of these so far have been Shudder, and we're gonna keep in that vein with Skinamarink, another one that you might have heard of. It kind of got a lot of attention a few years back when it came out. This one is really interesting. I understand people who say, oh, it's boring, it sucks, whatever. I don't think it sucks. I could see saying that it's boring, but it's fascinating, mainly because of the context surrounding it, I would say. I believe it was made for $15,000, and it made around $2 million. It's one of those movies that made me think about it for a while after I watched it, and even kind of returned to watch certain scenes again. It's got a unique vibe. Definitely leans into the liminal space side of horror, which I'm absolutely a fan of that. But moving on, in 2023, a film came out called Red Rooms. It's in French, takes place in Canada, and this one is very unique, and I found it to be very good. Legitimately, like a great movie, I would say. There are parts where it lulls a bit. Certain scenes I wasn't a huge fan of, but there are also a couple of scenes that are among the creepiest horror scenes that I've seen in a long time. If you could even consider this a horror, it might be more of a psychological thriller. It deals with extremely dark subject matter, but it doesn't rely on violence at all. There's hardly any violence, even though it deals with an obsession with true crime, and the theme of it is basically how people become obsessed with horrible crimes and criminals. And it's thought-provoking, it's creepy, it's well done, great music. Yeah, loved Red Rooms. Okay, in 2024, so just last year, we had In a Violent Nature. This is another sort of controversial pick in the same vein as Skinamarink, where a lot of people would say, this is boring, it sucks. And honestly, I don't think that it's a great movie, but it's got some incredible scenes and kind of a cool vibe throughout. It definitely falls apart towards the end, but it's a unique horror movie. It's worth a watch. And in a time when a lot of these movies kind of blend together, this one definitely sticks out in its own way. Alright, now we're gonna go to another Japanese film, Ju-on the Grudge. Got remade and Americanized into the Grudge series, but I think this one is the best. I think this is better than the original Japanese Ring as well. I thought Ju-on was super fun, scares throughout, great practical effects, just, oh man, I really loved Ju-on. I recommend that one very highly. The next film on the list is Excision from 2012. This one is creepy as all hell, very violent, very sexual. Anne Lynn McCord plays the main character Pauline, and she is terrifying. This one is really screwed up. It really got under my skin. Yeah, it might be the most disturbing on this list. But if you're looking for something that's actually gonna get you, this one will get you. Reeling it back a bit, we got Censor from 2021. More of a psychological, kind of meta type of movie. The plot revolves around a woman who is a screener and in charge of kind of censoring stuff, hence the title. So she'll watch these kind of horror movies and decide, oh no, you can't, that's too far, you can't put that in. Or she's in charge of doing that kind of thing, deciding what's what. It's about movies, it's about horror movies. But it's not in a cringe way, which sometimes I really don't like when things get too meta, but I thought this one really pulled it off. Interesting watch, 100%. So recommend Censor. Okay, now we're down to the last two. These are not on Shudder. We got Wolf House. Now, this one I thought was absolutely amazing. I was just enchanted by it, terrified by it. It's all done in stop motion, and the art is mind-blowing. The sound design is fantastic. Great watch. Definitely experimental. This is one that's not really the one you kind of throw on a party. Unless you want to just put it on mute at a Halloween party, throw in some music. I think that's always cool. But this is one maybe put some headphones on and kind of just go in a dark room and watch it, because it is an experience that needs to be fully absorbed if you're gonna do it. Okay, finally, we got Milk and Cereal, which came out last year and is on YouTube for free. Now, this isn't a feature film, I don't think, because it's only an hour long. And it's made by those guys. That's a Bad Idea, I think it's called. They do comedy stuff. And they're very funny. I actually really like their comedy too. So that's why I watched this. And man, it was impressive. I think this one was done with an $800 budget from what I read. And the guy, Curry Barker, the main character, and he directed and wrote it, edited it, and I think he scored it. And he plays the main character, Milk. It's about a prank YouTube channel. It's another found footage movie. But it goes to these really dark places that I wasn't expecting. It takes a lot of big swings. I really respect what they were able to pull off. And the fact that it's free on YouTube, it's only an hour, definitely worth watching. And I think that's it. Have a good Halloween, happy Halloween, and hope you enjoy some of these if you end up watching them.